Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another record to play for you. Today's record, the Popples, the perfect popple policy for 1986. So let's get started.
It was another rainy Saturday, and rainy days always meant fun for Bonnie and Billy. They pulled out all their favorite toys from the shelves and toy boxes and spread them all over their attic playroom. Billy had his own area for setting up a giant robot headquarters, while Bonnie liked to play with her dolls in a special playhouse her father had made just for her. The two children were enjoying their toys when they heard their mother call from downstairs. Billy! Bonnie! I'm leaving now for the grocery store.
Okay, Mom.
Listen, you two. Have fun, but promise me you'll stay in the playroom. Your father and I are having Mr. and Mrs. Nelson over tonight, and I've just finished straightening up. The downstairs is as clean as a whistle.
Sure, Mom. See you in a little bit. And don't forget those chocolate chip ice cream dream sandwich cookies.
Okay. No sooner was Bonnie and Billy's mother out the door than Billy decided he was tired of his robot headquarters. Now he wanted to set up his soldier camp around the living room sofa.
See you later, sis.
And where do you think you're going?
I'm setting up my Army Commando headquarters in the living room. You know, the one that's clean as a whistle? It's positively perfect there. Besides, I'm closer to the kitchen, and I could go for some munchies.
Billy took his toys and set them up in the living room. There were soldiers on the sofa, tanks on the TV, and tents on the tables. Suddenly, there was a loud boom. And then another. And still another. It sounded like an enemy attack, but it was coming from Potato Chip Popple. Billy was puzzled.
What was that?
Look out!
Very funny, Potato Chip. Hey, where are you going?
Didn't I hear you tell Bonnie you were coming down here to get some munchies? I'm simply starving.
Where's everybody else? It's awfully quiet in here.
Just then, from out of nowhere and everywhere, there came a pop. Pop! Poppity pop! As each popple popped into the room, led by Party Popple.
Whoop-de-doo! It's party time! Bring on the cake, bring on the ice cream, bring me some presents. I'll supply the happy heaps of hoopla.
With one single bounce, a big ball of blue fur popped into the room. Out popped a fuzzy blue hand, and with one click, PC appeared.
The king of cool has arrived. Did I hear plans for some party time fun, Billy?
All right. With you here, PC, we're really gonna have a pretty cool day.
Are you absolutely sure it's okay to play in here, Billy?
Mom specifically said to have fun. And by golly, we're gonna have a rootin' tootin' good time.
And popping out from behind the sofa, Pretty Bit exclaimed,
Party, fine, being cool. That's the PC golden rule.
Party eagerly agreed.
That I say. Let's get some giggling and good times going.
The other popples began popping out all around the room, and when a popple pops, the fun never stops. Out popped Puzzle, who bounced up and down in front of the hall mirror. Prize Popple, who was already prettily primping in the same mirror, was not amused with Puzzle's wacky faces. Party popped open her pouch and filled the entire room with brightly colored streamers, confetti, and enough party hats for all. PC and Potato Chip headed straight for the kitchen, where with one snap of his fingers, PC opened the refrigerator and all the cupboard doors. But Potato Chip loaded up her pouch with pretzels, popcorn, peanuts, popsicles, pizza, and soda pop. PC helped himself to goodies in the cookie jar. Puffball wanted PC to save her at least one cookie, so she threw her voice into the cookie jar.
Don't eat all of us, you big blue popple pig.
Come on up, Puffball. I've got puffy peach pinwheels and coconut caramel covered cookies.
My goodness, PC. Those cookies are much too sticky. My snowy white fur dirty.
By now, Billy was getting impatient.
Hurry up, PC. And you too, Potato Chip and Puffball. Pancake's going to do some fur-out flips off the sofa springs.
The Popples gathered around the sofa to watch Pancake perform her amazing flips.
One, two.
With 3 big bounces, Pancake flipped off the sofa seat and into the easy chair. Then off the easy chair into the love seat. Bounce! 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 Pancake flipped 3 times into the air and did a swan dive into a fluffy pillow on the floor.
Ta-da! And for my next trick.
Where are those munchies, PC? I'm hungry.
But Potato Chip answered instead.
I'm not hungry. I just ate a whole bag of marshmallows and I'm so full I don't think I could pop back into my pouch if I tried.
Everybody was having such a good time that no one realized what a mess was being made. There were party favors and fluffy pillows all over the room, and it looked as if Potato Chip had left a trail of munchies from the kitchen to the sofa. Puzzle had pulled all the encyclopedias and picture books from the shelf and was reading each of them one by one as Billy and the other Popples rolled around on the floor, giggling and laughing. Just then, Bonnie called down from the attic playroom.
Hey, Billy, I think I heard Mom's car pull in. You'd better straighten things up down there.
PC Popple clipped his fingers and the giggles and laughter stopped. He looked around, then looked at the others, saying,
Another fun time has ended up a bit untidy. I say we get this place cleaned up, Popples, and I mean furiously fast.
and with that command from the King of Cool, every Popple began doing his part to change everything that was inside out and upside down into outside in and right side up, and neat as a pin. But Pancake reminded the others.
What about all this confetti?
Putter had the answer to that.
Never fear, never fear. I got the perfect solution. Stand back, everyone, and you. Party, open up that pretty pink pouch of yours.
From his little green pouch, Putter pulled out an enormous fan, big enough to cool off an entire city on a hot summer's day. With one flick of a switch, Putter turned on the fan.
Here goes something.
As if by magic, the whole room straightened itself out in the big ring, and all the colorful party confetti sprinkled itself piece by piece back into Party's pouch. Putter was proud of himself.
They don't call me the little green invention machine for nothing.
Putter tucked the giant fan back into his pouch and rolled out with the rest of the Popples. PC was leading him.
Let's go back to Billy's room before his mom gets in, and hurry!
One by one, each Popple hopped, skipped, and jumped out of the living room and up into Billy's room. The living room was miraculously clean as a whistle once again, and as Billy looked around, he heaved a huge sigh of relief, noticing one cushion slightly crooked on the couch. Billy bent over to straighten it. It was then that he accidentally bumped against the glass cabinet. Crash! One of the china lambs in his mother's animal collection fell to the floor, cracking into several pieces.
Oh, no. What am I going to do now? This was Mom's favorite lamb. I'll just have to hide it. If she finds out it's broken, she'll be really mad at me. Not only for breaking it, but for playing in here and making a mess.
Billy picked up the pieces of the broken lamb and ran upstairs with them. He tucked them into his desk drawer, never dreaming that the Popples were watching him. Then he closed the drawer and said with a sigh,
There. Now Mom will never know I broke it, and I won't get in trouble either.
Just then, Billy's mother called from downstairs. Bonnie! Billy! Can you kids give me a hand with these groceries?
Coming, Mom.
Billy quickly ran down the stairs to help his mother, while the popples, who had been hiding in his room, came out of their hiding places and sat on his bed. Potato Chip explained to the others what had happened.
Gee, look what Billy did to that poor little lamb. He broke it.
Putter opened the desk.
He certainly did. Just look.
Putter scattered the pieces on the bed and explained to his worried friends.
It's nothing that a minor genius and whiz like myself can't fix in a jiffy. Voila!
And as fast as 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, Putter had the little lamb put back together and looking almost good as new. Pretty Bit was impressed, but she had some doubts.
I have fixed that lamb like the teacher and Tom. And I think Billy should show it to his mom.
PC agreed.
I'm with you, Pretty Bit. It's not cool to keep the truth from anybody. I think we need to teach Billy a little lesson in honesty. Gather round, furballs. I've got a super cool idea.
The popples huddled around PC while he explained his plan. There was an occasional giggle from Party, and then another, until finally, all the popples were caught up in a contagious laughter. PC finished by asking,
Okay now, does everybody understand? You too, Potato Chip? Great. Then we all know what we've got to do. And remember, don't let Billy suspect a thing. Is that a popple promise?
It's a popple promise.
Wait a minute. Yes, I think I hear footsteps. Quick, furballs. Act normal.
PC's instructions to act normal was a signal to all the popples to spread fun and humor everywhere. When Billy walked into the room, he couldn't believe his eyes. It was pure popple pandemonium. Pretty Bit was sitting in the rocking chair memorizing her rhyming dictionary. Puzzle was entertaining Billy's hamster with funny faces. Ties was telling jokes to herself in the dresser mirror. Potato Chip was bouncing up and down on the bed imitating bird noises, while Putter was tinkering with the table of building blocks. Puffball was throwing her voice into the wastebasket in the corner, making it sing, and Party was strutting to and fro, throwing confetti in every nook and cranny. PC, who had been clicking the radio on and off with his magic touch, clicked it off as Billy entered the room and quickly hid the lamb in his pouch.
Hey, Billy, your mom notice anything suspicious downstairs?
No way! In fact, she said she was so proud of us for being good that she bought us a whole carton of triple dip Jamocha almond fudge ice cream. Want some?
Billy offered Party some ice cream from his dish. Party Popple was delighted.
Did you say chocolate? As in, oh yes, I'd love some chocolate, thank you.
Here we go, Party. Help yourself.
PC was surprised at Billy's answer to his question.
You mean your mom didn't notice anything was wrong in the living room? Not even something missing?
Missing? Like what? Everything was clean as a whistle, just like she left it. Thanks to you guys, of course.
Just then Prize piped up.
Even us beauties know the importance of telling the truth, Billy.
But I am telling the truth, I swear. Now come on, let's finish the party we started downstairs.
Potato Chip was very willing to do that.
I'm with you. Pass the marshmallows.
So was PC.
Marshmallows? As in marshmallow milk cookies? Wow! Do you think you could get us some cookies, Billy?
Okay, be right back.
As soon as Billy left the room, PC looked at Potato Chip and said,
Okay, Potato, go do your stuff and hurry!
Potato Chip rolled herself into a fluffy yellow ball and quickly bounced down the stairs, into the kitchen and into the cookie jar before Billy could open it. As Billy lifted the lid, he heard a strange noise coming from inside the jar. Ah! Billy closed the lid and scratched his head. After a few seconds, he lifted the lid again.
Ah, ah, ah.
Who said that? Who's there? Is that you, Bonnie?
Billy closed the lid, looked around, then lifted it one more time.
This cookie jar is haunted by lambs. I'm getting out of here.
Potato Chip had thrown her voice and frightened Billy so that he scrambled out of the kitchen and headed for the living room. There he flopped into the big easy chair and let out a long breath.
Oh, I don't understand it. I could have sworn I heard a lamb in the cookie jar. I must be dreaming.
As Billy sat back in the easy chair, still puzzled, the family cat, Ravioli, strolled into the room. She jumped into Billy's lap and curled up in a ball. Ravioli looked up at him and opened her mouth to meow. But Potato Chip, who was now hiding behind the chair, threw her voice again.
What did you say, Ravioli?
Ravioli opened her mouth to meow again. Billy jumped up to his feet, shooing the cat to the floor.
Perhaps either you flipped or I have, but I could swear you just bawled like a lamb.
Ravioli looked up at Billy curiously, then lay down to lick her front paws.
This is crazy. What's with all these lamb sounds? Someone or something must know about the broken China lamb. And I'll just bet I know who it is.
Billy ran up the stairs and burst into Bonnie's room. Bonnie and Prize were sitting at Bonnie's dressing table trying on her mother's old makeup.
Okay, Bonnie, the joke's over so you can cut it out.
Can't you tell when two beautiful ladies don't want to be bothered, Billy? Besides, I don't know what you're talking about.
Prize was too busy with the makeup to even listen to Billy.
My goodness, Bonnie, but you look nice and pink. Almost as nice as I do.
Come on, you two. What gives? Where's the lamb?
Silly boy, Silly boy, Silly boy, Silly boy, Silly boy, Silly boy. And you know how important honesty is, Billy.
Who's been making all the lamb noises? Every time I turn around, I hear a lamb. It's making me crazy.
Billy, I think you've been eating too much of that super sugar-coated space cadet cereal. You're really out in space.
I can see you girls are going to be no help. Maybe I am just imagining things. Mom can't possibly know about that one China lamb. She has so many. On the other hand, maybe I should tell the truth. No.
All this time, the Popples had been outside in the hallway listening. They heard Billy's decision not to tell the truth. Not yet, at least. P.C. whispered to Potato Chip.
Good work, Potato Chip. I think we're getting to him, but I still have a few tricks clicking in my hand. Follow me.
The Popples followed P.C. to Billy's room, where Puzzle began to busily flip the pages of the stacks of books in it.
It says here that honesty is always the best policy. So I figure we're on the right track, you see. You said it, Puzzle. We can't let Billy go on like this much longer. Now, it's my turn. Let the Popple promise. Step 2, begin.
P.C. quietly led the others to the attic, where Billy was playing with his robots. The Popples snuck up one by one when Potato Chip suddenly let out a... P.C. tried to quiet her.
Potato Chip, shh. Put those munchies away. We need quiet here.
Sorry, PC, I would have eaten marshmallows. They're quieter, but they're all...
Shh. The rest of you stay here and keep an eye out for Bonnie. I'm going in for the kitchen.
While Billy pushed his robot around the playroom, P.C. snuck behind Bonnie's toy refrigerator. He pulled the China lamb from his pouch and set it on a shelf inside. Billy didn't notice a thing. P.C. moved back into a dark corner with the other Popples and waited. When Billy was right in front of the refrigerator, PC clicked his fingers and the door magically opened. PC gave Potato Chip a pat on the back and called out,
Go for it, pal.
As the door swung open, Billy saw the China lamb inside. Potato Chip, hiding behind the refrigerator, imitated the lamb and let out a loud baa. Bah, bah. PC clipped the door open and closed several times, and each time Potato Chip let out a loud bah.
This is it. The whole house is haunted by lambs. I'm doomed.
Billy grabbed his giant robot and pointed its ray gun towards the refrigerator.
Okay, Ghost, you haven't got a chance. You're doomed. Just try and open that door one more time.
PC clicked the door open again. Ah! Ah! PC clicked his fingers and the robot turned to face Billy. It was Puffball's turn, and she was ready to throw her voice and make the robot talk.
You aren't going to let a little baby lamb scare you, are you, Billy?
Yikes! I'm out of here. A talking robot, too.
Billy ran down the attic stairs as fast as he could. He ran all the way to his bedroom, and once inside, he locked the door. Meanwhile, in the attic, the popples were rolling around and giggling. But PC was not ready to join in yet. He picked up the China lamb from the refrigerator shelf and told it.
Not through yet, little lamb. I'll put you back in my pouch. Then we'll get ready for step 3 of our plan.
In his room, Billy jumped into his bed and hid under the covers. He was absolutely amazed. Where did the China lamb come from? He could have sworn he tucked it away in his desk drawer. He jumped out of bed and pulled open the drawer. As if by magic, the lamb was there. He picked it up in his hand and exclaimed,
I don't know how you got out of this drawer and into the attic, little lamb. And I know you can't talk, but how... Why... What did... Boy, am I starting to feel guilty about this. I just can't seem to get it off my mind.
Billy tucked the China lamb back in the drawer, and this time he locked it with the key. Then he hid the key under his piggy bank.
This time only real magic will get that lamb out.
Just then, Billy heard his mom call. Billy, it's time for dinner. Wash up and come on down, dear. Billy headed for the bathroom, where Putter had already prepared his part of the plan. Billy turned on the lights, reached for a bar of soap, then looked up. There on the mirror was the cutest lamb's face drawn with shaving cream.
Yowee! This is too much.
Billy grabbed a towel and rubbed the shaving cream off the mirror.
Ha! This has got to be one of Bonnie's pranks. I'll just get even with her by writing ha ha on the mirror with one of her play lipsticks. I think she keeps one here in the medicine cabinet.
So Billy put down the towel and opened the medicine cabinet.
Ah! Not again!
He closed it and opened it again.
Ah, ah, ah.
Billy looked inside for some kind of tape player, but all he could find was a tube of toothpaste, a toothbrush, a comb, some powder, and a bright yellow powder puff. He quickly closed the door, washed his hands, and hurried to dinner. He was huffing and puffing as he sat down in his chair. His mother looked at him with concern. Are you all right, Billy? You seem out of breath and upset. Let me guess. Did your teacher give out report cards today?
No, Mom. Nothing's wrong. Honest.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you, Billy?
If something was wrong, Mom, you'd be the first to know. What's for dinner? I'm as hungry as a bear.
Lamb chops. Billy's face turned white, then beat red as he slid way down in his chair. Billy, what is it? You love lamb chops. That's why I made them. And there's mint jelly, boiled potatoes, applesauce. And...
You're right, Mom. I really don't feel well. Can I be excused, please? I think I'd better just go to my room and rest for a while.
Well, all right, dear. I'll wrap up a plate for you in case you get hungry later. And no sneaking cookies, young man. Billy went back to his room and shut the door. He unlocked his desk drawer and took out the lamb.
don't understand all of this. Maybe I would have been better off just telling Mom the truth in the first place. How can this lamb be anywhere and everywhere? How can it be ravioli buying and the robot talking? How did the shaving cream lamb face get on the... Wait a minute. How did this lamb get glued back together in the first place? It was broken in 3 pieces when I put it in the drawer. The popples!
Pancake Papa at your service.
Pancake flipped up from under the bed and popped out of her pouch.
Gee, Billy, you don't look so good. Down in the dumps? Feeling a little blue? How about if I do a flip for you?
Thanks for trying to cheer me up, Pancake, but it's no use. I've done a very bad thing, and I won't feel better until I figure out how to make my wrong all right.
Fries popped out from under the bed pillows.
Then I think the story is in order, Billy. Maybe this will help you decide the right thing to do. Mind if I try?
Go ahead, Fries. I'm listening.
But before Prize could start her story, 8 bouncing balls of fur were springing one by one up onto the bed. PC called out,
Wait for us, Prize. We love your stories.
and Potato Chip added.
I got the popcorn.
All the popples snuggled up around Billy and waited for Prize to tell her tale.
Once upon a time, in a town very much like yours, Billy, there lived a nice little girl named Lisa. Now, Lisa loved dolls more than anything else in the whole world. Every day, when she got home from school, Lisa worked to finish her homework as fast as she could, so she could play with her dolls. Lisa's mother also liked dolls, but not the kind to play with. She had a huge collection of beautiful dolls from all over the world. There were dolls that talked, dolls that wore fancy dresses, dolls made out of very expensive porcelain, and even dolls that could open and close their eyes. Lisa's mother kept her beautiful dolls on a special shelf in the den. Sometimes, when Lisa had been a good girl, her mom would take down a doll and let Lisa play with it. Lisa loved to play with her mother's beautiful dolls. She knew she could play with them only when her mother said it was okay, and she was always very careful with them. One Saturday, Lisa's mother went shopping. Lisa's dad was out in the garage, and Lisa was alone in the house. Her mother trusted her to stay out of trouble. Besides, she had a glass of juice and some pretzels and the remote control to change all the television channels. But after a while, the TV bored her and she stood up. I can play with Mom's dolls all I want now, Lisa said to herself. And she reached up to the doll shelf to try to take down a blonde, curly-haired China doll. Lisa had to climb on the sofa to touch the shelf, but it was too high for Lisa to reach the doll. Lisa stood on her tiptoes on the sofa's edge and just managed to grab the doll's foot. And she lost her balance and fell to the floor, pulling the doll down with her. Lisa wasn't hurt, but the China doll's face cracked when it hit the floor. Oh no, Lisa cried to herself. What will I do now? Mom will be so angry. Maybe I should hide it. Yes, that's what I'll do.
At that point, Potato Chip interrupted.
Is that what she did? She hid the doll from her mom instead of telling the truth, Fry? Not exactly, Potato Chip. You see, Lisa was a very honest little girl, and she decided that telling her mom was the right thing to do. Lisa's mom was not happy that her daughter had broken the doll, but she was very proud of Lisa for having told the truth. It turned out that the doll could be fixed, and it was fixed as good as new. Lisa did the right thing after all.
PC agreed.
Sure did. After all, honesty is always the best policy, right, Popples?
Right, Casey!
Right, Billy?
Sure, PC. awful.
What's wrong, Billy?
I think it's easier if I show you rather than tell you.
Billy jumped from the bed and unlocked the desk drawer. He reached his hand in, but to his surprise, the china lamb wasn't there.
But it was here just a minute ago. That drawer was locked tight. Where did it go?
PC pulled the china lamb from his pouch and held it high for all to see.
Is this what you're looking for, Billy?
The lamb. But how?
And potato chips' invitation filled the room.
You popples knew all along, didn't you?
Puzzle answered for all the popples.
We did. We certainly did. And you made all the noises and put the lamb in the refrigerator and made my robot talk, too. And what about the shaving cream face?
Putter pulled a can of cream from his pouch and grinned.
That was me, Billy. Pretty funny, yeah? And Mom fixing those lamb chops?
PC explained that one.
That was purely luck, Billy. We can't possibly think of everything. We saw you tuck that lamb in your desk drawer, but rather than let you know, we decided to teach you a valuable lesson, that you should always be honest. Just think, if you had told your mom right away, none of this would have happened.
But it sure was fun teaching you a lesson.
You sure had me fooled, Potato Chip. You make a great lamb.
PC got serious for a moment.
Well, what will you do now, Billy?
I'll tell Mom first thing in the morning.
But the popples were not happy with his decision. Pancake began tickling him with her tail, urging him.
Say, I'm telling Mom right now.
Stop tickling me, Pancake.
Say it.
Okay. I'll tell Mom right now. Just stop tickling me, please.
PC held out the lamb to Billy.
Here's the lamb. Good luck. We'll be rooting for you, Billy.
Billy took the lamb from PC and went downstairs to find his mother. She was busy in the kitchen cleaning up the dinner dishes. Billy hid the lamb behind his back and walked towards her. Well, hi there. You look like you're feeling better. Let me guess. Now that my kitchen is all cleaned up, your belly's growling that it's hungry.
Well, not exactly, Mom. Listen, I've got something to tell you. Today when, I have,
Yes?
Boy, am I hungry.
Billy put the lamb in his pocket and went straight for the refrigerator. There's a plate of warm meat for you on the counter, Billy, but you'll have to get your own glass of milk. I have to get ready for the Nelsons.
Thanks, Mom.
Billy set the plate down on the kitchen table. After his mom left the room, he took the lamb from his pocket and set it next to his plate. Meanwhile, the popples, who were watching from under the table, were shocked as PC told the others.
I can't believe you didn't tell her. What are we going to do now? I thought we had her convinced.
Puffball was the first to offer a plan.
Let me try.
Puffball threw her voice to make the lamb on the table talk.
Okay, Billy. Either you tell your mom, or I will, and I mean now. Mom! Mom!
Next, Puffball imitated Billy's voice.
Mom! Hey, Mom!
Billy finally gave in.
All right. I'll tell her now.
Just then, Billy's mom came into the kitchen. What is it, Billy? You know I'm in a hurry. She looked at the table and saw the china lamb by Billy's plate. What on earth are you doing with the china lamb? Are you feeling guilty about eating those lamb chops?
No, Mom. To be honest, I'm feeling guilty about breaking this lamb today while you were at the store and not telling you. I was wrong. I should have told you the truth right away. I'm so sorry.
Billy's mom picked up the lamb and looked it over. She frowned at Billy. How did this happen? I told you and Bonnie to stay in the playroom. Did you play in the living room after I told you not to?
Yes, ma'am. I'm really sorry. I wanted to tell you, but I was afraid you'd be really mad at me. I don't want you to be mad at me, Mom. Not ever.
Yes, I'm angry, but I must admit, I'm glad you decided to tell me. You certainly did a great job putting it back together. By the way, what made you decide to finally tell me?
It took a little bit of persuasion from my friends, believe me.
Well, finish your dinner, but no dessert. I need to punish you just a little. Just promise me you won't go near my curio cabinet again.
You got it, Mom. I promise.
Billy finished his dinner and ran upstairs where he found the Popples preparing a surprise for him. You see, the Popples just love happy endings.
PC, potato chip, pretty bit. Everybody, she's not mad. Well, maybe a little. Thanks to you guys, everything is going to be fine. Hooray!
Popples were popping up all over Billy's room. PC was the first to call out.
We knew you could do it, Billy. And don't you feel better now?
You bet I do. Hooray!
Potato Chip then handed Billy a red and yellow box with a big blue bow on it.
Here, Billy, we're so proud of you. We've gotten you a special present. It's a reminder to you and all of us to always tell the truth.
Billy opened the box and found a fluffy white stuffed lamb inside.
Not bad. Hey, Billy?
Not bad at all, potato chip. And that's the truth.
So that was the Popples, the perfect Popple policy for 1986. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.